Today we're going to be working on a drill that is Osoto Garai. In my opinion, Osoto Garai is one of the top 5 throws that you're going to use in an actual encounter. I mean, you guys know we learn lots of throws and we do lots of different throws to locks and all that kind of stuff, right? And grappling, but there's certain throws that are just very efficient, very easy to pull off, and you could use it in a easy street fight or self-defense situation or something like that, right? And Osoto Garai is right there. It is one of the most easiest, efficient throws to take your opponent off balance, put them on the ground, and you maintain top position, right? You're in a standing position. Remember, Mr. Dupree? So I'm going to just, first of all, let's look at the basics of Osoto Garai, and then we're going to go a couple different drills and how you can do it. Lots of different ways in a fight and lots of different applications, and that's what we're going to work on today. So from Kumyuchi, which is a grappling position, remember the 3 steps. First, we're going to Kazushi, right? We're going to pull this leg, I'm going to move the shoulder line, we'll get him here. Then we're going to get that leg behind the leg and lift his leg up as we take him to the ground, and we're in this position just like this, right? So there is the basic principle of Osoto Garai. So I'm going to air time it real quick. So you're going to get, you got unbalanced, fit, execute, right? So to get the unbalanced, you're going to move that shoulder line, right? And as you move that shoulder line, basically, let's see on this side so the camera can see it. The idea behind unbalancing is I'm going to move that shoulder line, and earlier this week we talked about the strength box, right? I'm taking his strength box and I'm moving it away while I'm putting him in my strength box so I can be more powerful in this position. So I've got unbalance. Then we have fit, where I'm putting my body and I fit it into the area of which that space, we call that the ku, right? The void. So we want to get that work, the space that we have, and I'm going to fit into this position. And then we have execute, where you just follow through into the throw. So unbalance, fit, execute, and in this position, right? So there's the basic premise of Osoto Garai. Now I want you guys to work on different footwork drills too. So you've got stepping, skipping, and sliding. Stepping, right, is going to be your normal footstep. That's going to be the way that you normally do the throw. You're stepping into the throw, right? Skipping is basically by bringing the other leg up, kind of jumping into the throw a little bit, right? So, real quick, don't go down to the ground here. I'm just going to pull that leg forward. So if I'm going to step into Osoto Garai, I would step, come in, right? Or you would simply step, come in. So you could do it either way. I could step with my out foot to brace, to anchor. That could be Osoto Garai with a stepping method. Or I could step, and then come in too. All depends on the situation. That's stepping. Skipping, if I get in this position, let's say I find myself in this position with my right leg forward. Well, it's not realistic for me to go here, and then he doesn't move at all. So if I pull back with my right foot, I'm here, I've set myself up for this. But let's just say I step back with my left foot. Well, I can't really close the gap, so you want to skip into the throw, right? So which would look like that, right? So if I step back with my left, I'm too far. Now I use the skipping method, right? Stepping, skipping, sliding. Skip into the throw, and then execute Osoto Garai. Now sliding, right? Or Suryash is a way of looking at it. You're going to slide your feet and slide into the throw. So for over here, slide, boom. See how he did that? So you see how we kind of slid into that. So I'm pulling him as I'm sliding my feet. Slide. So we've got stepping, skipping, sliding, right? Now why would you guys think sliding would be a good idea? Yes, you're absolutely correct, right? You would be wanting to slide when you're on loose gravel, wet grass. You don't want to disconnect from the earth, right? So when you're doing throwing techniques, one of the biggest things you need to do is stay connected to the ground. I'm not going to do a skipping technique if I'm on wet grass, it's in the morning. Maybe some of you guys or women, you guys are wearing dress shoes. There's no grip on the bottom of those shoes. And you're out on asphalt in the middle of some sort of like parking lot, right? You're going to slide and bust your ass. So everything comes into play. It's not just the technique, can you do it? It's can you do it with what you're wearing in the environment that you're in. Every one of you guys can do Osoto Garai. Every one of you guys have been with me for a long time, right? Okay. But it's not about can you do Osoto Garai in Walmart parking lot. It's what are you wearing on your feet? Has it been raining? If you're wearing dress shoes, especially for men, normally the bottom of men's dress shoes are very flat. and you're trying to do throws and grappling and all that kind of stuff in an asphalt parking lot of Walmart, someone's trying to grapple with you, that's tough. So everything comes into play. It's not just the technique. You have to factor everything in when you're dealing with reality-based self-defense, right? So throwing techniques and being able to get your opponent to the ground is the #1 key. We always talk about Kamae. Kamae is fighting stances, fighting positions, how to stand when you're fighting an opponent. It just goes without question, the person that's in the bad position is the one that loses, right? If me and Dupree had a little scrap and he's on the ground and I'm not, I'm in the one in the good position. He's the one in the bad position. I don't want to score any points by standing there and whooping on him. I just go home. So we want to make sure that we're practicing the drill. So the first thing I want you guys to practice is I want you guys to do Oso to Garai from a clinch. And this clinch position we call Kumuch. So basically when I say from a starting position, our hips are faced up, kind of Kibadachi in a way, but we're going to be here. You're going to step back and we're going to do stepping. So I'm going to pull with my right. I'm going to break balance. And then I'm going to come into position. Right? Then we're going to do skipping. Instead of stepping back with my right, I'm now going to step back with my left. I don't have the distance to get it. I step in and I get the position. Then we have sliding. And that's just where you're going to slide, slide, slide. So we're here. I'll just come up there a little bit. And this one first for me. Here we go. So I'm going to slide, slide, bang. Come right into position and then right in there. You're sliding down. And that sliding foot is good. Again, you want, because if you're in an environment where you need to keep your feet on the ground. Now that we've worked on Oso to Garai from a basic, stepping, skipping, sliding, basic footwork perspective, right? Now we're going to look at 3 different variations of using it in a combative situation, okay? Again, I'm just going to demonstrate it one way, just going to play to the camera here, but I want you guys to do it right and left. First one's going to be against like a Kazami Gyaku or maybe a Kazami and a hook kind of thing, right? So Mr. Dupree, thank you very much. So we'll break it down slow. We're in here. He throws the jab. I'm going to slip that, and then I'm going to come in this way. Now, as I go and do it again, as I shoot in, watch, I'm going to step. This foot's going to be here. So then as I come up to block with like a Makura Uke, that goes there, and that comes into the throw. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the idea that we're going to be looking for. So again, when we're here, he comes in. I'm going to step, skip, and then come right in. You have to close the gap when he throws the jab. The big thing is, come this one more time, when he throws the jab, I'm stepping, right? So throw that thing right there for me. I'm gonna step, just like that. I want to get into this position. So again, he comes in, step, and then come in. You see how we're doing that? Right, so that's gonna be the first one I want. Make sure when they throw that jab, you're gonna step and then shoot in so that you can get it. The second one's gonna be Oizuki or lunge punch. And I know people they think lunge punch don't exist in a real fight. It does. I plan on making that video for my channel so you guys can see that. Lunge punch absolutely is in a lot of different types of fights and different application. The one that we just did against that jab, do one more time for me. I'm slipping, I'm blocking, coming in this way. This one's going to be against that lunge punch. So switch sides for me, sweetie. Right punch, right foot lead. And now I'm going to capture with Juji Uke. I'm bringing it in. You can always strike here if you need to, and that is what's going to get the throw. So now we're going to look at that capture and using that Juji Uke to bring them in, right? So we're here. Capture, and then bring it in, right? A grab and a strike. So he grabs on and he's going to try to punch me right in the grills. That's the idea, right? So as he does that, I'm going to slip underneath. Again, right there. And then as I get in, I want to make sure that I get that throw coming in, okay? So he's going to grab, and as he throws that punch, I'm coming under like this, and that's what's going to get that, and then I'm in a position, right? So one more time real quick, you guys can see it. Again, I'm just doing the demonstration, but I want you guys to kind of pick up the pace, do it right and left. First one is against the jab cross or jab hook combo, and he's going to kind of shuffle in with that jab, okay? And he's going to go right in. So he comes in, boom, I come in, that takes him down and into position. The second one was just that Oizuki, that lunge punch. We're utilizing Juji Uke. So he comes in, Juji Uke, strike if needed, taking him down to Oso to Garai. And the last one is against the grab and a punch. We're going to slip under. So he comes in, shooting underneath. There's the hook, taking him down again, and then into position. Did you guys see it?